tick under 70,000 packed in here at Nissan Stadium. Not a seat to be had as playoff football and certainly playoff fever have descended upon the Music City of Nashville, Tennessee. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Tennessee Titans. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Willis going to throw it right away. And his first pass is incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Well, partner, I have to say they caught him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Inside handoff, Henry. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Now they'll look to Willis to pass it here. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches as we just saw him do there because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he's going to be close to a first down as he gets this to the Raiders' 25. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
60
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
A first down carry for Henry. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. 56 yards rushing for him now as he has started this wild card round with a flourish.
Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Again, it's Henry. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
Willis going to try to run it. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Give him 2 on the play there. And the Titans are going to have a 1st and goal. So 1st and goal and an opportunity for our first points in this wild card game. Here's Willis. Touchdown! A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Titans will strike first here in this wild card matchup. So they take the opening kickoff and drive it all the way down the field.
And that's the last thing you want defensively. On the road, in the playoffs, and now you're down a touchdown right away.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. To start the drive. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Back to throw. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Well, that's not the way you want to start. A first pass attempt and a first drop all in one.
Well, you've got plenty of time to make up for it, but obviously not the way you want to get things started. Got to shake that off and get going.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. On 1st down, Willis. He's going to air one out. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Titans. Well, this has been a flawless start for them. They score, they get the stop, and they score again, Charles.
Complimentary football at its finest. You just mentioned how they got it done. They scored. The defense got the ball back for them. They score again. That's the way you win ball games.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready. Triple 38.
They'll come out throwing here on first down.
Got a man. It's Tyquan Thornton.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there at 22.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
That's a nice job there, because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. He's able to knock that one away.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He gets this to Davante Adams. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 38-yard line. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 38.
First carry of the game for Zamir White.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost getting into a ball sometimes.
He rifles one that's intercepted.
Picked up by Foyesade Oluwakin.
So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys, because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
Off the play fake, here's Willis.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at first and goal.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's second and goal. $14-0 to score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal.
Henry again.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Derrick Henry taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Titans continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-0. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls at work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big third down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. He'll look to throw. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. Jacobs going to try the middle. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 22 yards there, a first down.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he finds his target. It's Schultz. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he is going to have a Raiders first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. It'll be a pickup of 4. And it'll give the Raiders a first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Titans are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
Partner, there's no other way you could describe it because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them up on the board. Instead, a long drive ends in heartbreak and a melancholy trip back to the drawing board. I like it when I go a little bit lyrical for you.
And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. 86 yards rushing for him in this first half as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Off the option, here's Henry. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
First and 10, it's Willis.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Willis with another keeper.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. It's going to be a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it leads to a 3rd down.
A little do-it-yourself run right there, and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get, so he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave it. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return.
And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Second and 11. Open man, that's Renfro.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
The thing that hurt on that play, the missed tackle, that allowed the extra yardage.
It's a matchup game in the NFL. You get the guy that you want isolated, have him miss a tackle, and off you go.
Back to Renfro again, complete.
Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he has to get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Got his man complete over the middle. It's White. And here he'll get it down to the 7. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's 3rd and 4 now.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
They'll look to throw again. Caught on a slant. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Here's Jacobs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs as the first half is winding down. And the Raiders are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
And with a 21-7 lead already in their hip pocket, probably not a time to get too creative or inventive here. We'll see.
Able to find Gray here. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Willis will look to throw on first down. He's got a man complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
Very short. Oh, and miscommunication on the lateral. The ball's out. It's picked up by the Titans. But they will not be able to capitalize as time has run out here on the first half of play. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead. It's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
On 2nd and 12, Willis. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
At this point, this offense feels like they could just roll out anything, and it would work.
They are certainly in no hurry for this one to end. Not when they can rack up some stats and continue to add to their lead.
Escaping the pool. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4.
Partner, the Mike linebacker, the middle linebacker has so many different responsibilities. How excited do you think he was to get home with that blitz?
Yeah, he wants a sack. He got it. To try again after the sack.
Willis.
And able to find Allen Lazard. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. Now here's the option play going left. Past the 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
So this play, until recently, only something you'd probably expect to see in a college game, but running quarterbacks are certainly in vogue, and this turned into a big play.
And you and I both know that for a long time, coaches worried about their quarterbacks taking too much punishment, running plays like this, and they still worry about it. But when you can break up big chunks of yardage like that, it's worth the risk. Plus, you're coaching that quarterback to see those guys coming and get down before the big hit occurs.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, check that, street. Check, Tomcat. On the ball, now. Go.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18.
This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be 4th down. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up a lot. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. He's at the 40, 20, 10, 5, and he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. A great effort there. One play, 75 yards.
And the Raiders take the blocked field goal and convert it into 6 points.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. That was Nick Bolton rushing in and burying him behind the line. We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away for pretty good yardage. At that time, they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Here's Willis, 3rd and long. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
So this whole game gets flipped on its ear right there. The interception, return for a touchdown, and this lead changes hands here in the third quarter.
And it certainly felt like this defense had a read on what was going on the offensive side of the ball and said, let's cut down on coverage a little bit. Let's be in a position to make a play on the ball. And, boy, that sure turned out well for them.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Willis. That's going to be caught downfield by Lazard. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. Henry out of the pistol. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Nick Bolton there on the tackle.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
They go play action with Willis. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Nick Bolton. And the Raiders are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. 2nd and 13. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Red, cycle.
He'll look to throw. He hits Adams complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 24-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Back to throw. He goes right back to Adams. That's complete. Touchdown Raiders. Davante Adams with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders will add to their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Now Willis.
He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 63 yards receiving for him now. And that last catch good enough for a first down.
Now Willis on 1st and 10.
And the Raiders have got him. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Throwing on 2nd and long.
Willis.
6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for it first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
Drop 50.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now,
as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they are looking good. A 2-score lead here in this 4th quarter as they hope to capture a spot in the divisional round next weekend. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Once again, it's Jacobs. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is taken around the 12. So a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Finding space at the 40. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. To the air on first down. Here's Willis. And he's got his big tight end here. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be second down.
Ready, set.
Now Willis. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here to have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Set, ready.
And they take a knee. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. 2nd and 11 now.
Ready.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he's got some space here. And now off to the races down the right side. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Raiders continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now.
24. Daniel Carlson to kick off in Las Vegas.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but
it's caught inside the 25. And it's a Titans touchdown. Allen Lazard, 75 yards.
And the Titans have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that, man. One play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked up by Nick Bolton.
He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. 2 scores down, 2 timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick. And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one,
Their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it can be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. They'll drop to throw. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Get to the wild card game. Check. Got that done. Win a wild card game. Big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.